Hey guys, Marissa at kitchentablestamper.com. I've got this really cute Our Friendship is Timeless card for you today. Isn't that adorable? Features the Timeless Tropical Stamp Set and the In the Tropics Dies. Back from Maui for a little while, and I think I just needed a little taste of tropics. So this was our mystery card for Coffee and a Mystery Card today on the Kitchen Table Stamper Craft Social. We're going to start this card with a 8.5 by 5.5 piece of Night of Navy cardstock. It's scored at 4 1/4 and we folded it up. So we got a standard size card base here. And we're going to stamp a little bit on the background of the card. I've got my little Stampin' Up grid paper here. I love this one for keeping my surface clean. Night of Navy Stampin' Pad. And let me show you the stamp set I'm using for the background here. So I love this Quiet Meadow stamp set. It's got this fun little text strip and splatter. And we're gonna mix and match those two to get this kind of tone on tone look. So I'm gonna ink up my text. Oh, let's make sure it reads right side up. And I'm gonna stamp it kind of up at the corner here and off the top once. And then I'm gonna move over and stamp it twice. The ink up again, come over here a little bit lower, stamp off the edge, and then back to this side. I'm gonna do just a little bit. We're really going off the edge here. And then again, kind of off the edge. Over here, we'll go in a little bit further, then across the bottom. I'm gonna go off the bottom of the card. And then one above. So just random text is really what I'm aiming for. Then I'll take my splatter. I'm gonna go over the corner here and up the side a little bit, and over the corner here, and then up the side a little bit. So we've got a mix now of some text and some splatters, and it just livens up the background a little bit. Set that one aside. And then Night of Navy always dries a little bit slowly for me, so I'm going to turn over, make sure that I don't have ink anywhere, and I'm going to do my sentiment right at the beginning of the card making process here so that it has some time to dry. I've got a 1/2 inch strip by 4 1/8 inch. So it's a skinny, almost the length of the card. Our Friendship is Timeless. I'm going to ink that up. Night of Navy, and stamp it to the right of center, leaving some room for our little flower embellishments. And I found a light touch is really important for getting that beautiful text. And I'm going to set that aside to dry. No sense in smearing it. We got plenty of other things to do. All right, let me grab my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. We're going to do a little bit of embossing. I love the new macrame folder. Do you see the texture on that? Got a piece of Calypso Coral that's 2 inches by 4 1/2 inches. We're going to pop that one into the macrame folder. It's a new 3D folder from Stampin' Up. Goes great with all of your tropical and rustic and the house plants. So many great things you can pair this up with from Stampin' Up right now. All right, so I've lined it up. Because it's got this crisscross design, I carefully chose where my pattern was going to start and stop. To emboss with the 3D folder, we're going to just bring the machine right in here. We need number 1, then our folder. And when you can, you want to put the fold in first. Then we need number 4 for a 3D folder. Give that a crank. And while I've got the machine here, we're going to die cut our pineapple. So let's switch our setup. We'll go number 1. Look at this gorgeous folder. Isn't that a cool texture? Something different. And we need number 2, a cutting pad. Got just jade scraps, bumblebee, scraps and Calypso Coral scraps. We're going to use the dies from In the Tropics. We're going to do our pineapple, the crown, and our little flower embellishments. We can do all of our die cutting here in one pass. I love that. Ask me how much I love that. All right. Another cutting plate on top, and away we go. That pineapple. Isn't that the most adorable thing you've ever seen? All right, and then the crown and some flowers. Let me slide this to the side and pop out my little flowers. So cute. I love this tropical set. And you can save the little inside or not. I'm not going to on this one because I'm going to put some pearls. But you can save the little inside and you can cut them in 2 different colors and mix and match, which is a lot of fun. All right, I'm going to weed out my pineapple, which means I'm just going to get these little negative pieces removed. It cuts really clean, but does hold on to some of the little pieces. So we got to give them a push. Show them the door. All right, so there's our little weeded pineapple. I always forget my multi-purpose sheets. This would be perfect for multi-purpose adhesive sheets. Then it would be peel and stick. I always forget about them because I'm a really good gluer, and I know not everybody is. So if you haven't seen those multi-purpose adhesive sheets, check them out. If you're comfortable gluing, if you feel like you've got good control over the glue, then just a little multi-purpose liquid glue in streaks. See, just streaking it on the back of here is how we're gonna make our two-tone pineapple. And I should have remembered to grab myself a piece of that adhesive sheet. I'm gonna do it for Coffee and a Mystery card. I won't forget for the next one. All right, so we've got our streaks. The thing about liquid glue too is if you ever have a little bit too much, you can take even the smallest little scrap will help. Like for me, I'm gonna grab this little piece that was from the cutouts, and you can just whisk away if you've got too much. See? So it's pretty forgiving. We're gonna glue it on to a scrap of So Saffron. So now we've got our little two-tone kind of dimensional pineapple. Gonna have to just zip this out really quick, but it's pretty simple cutting. We're just gonna cut right along the edge of our pineapple. And there it is, love it. Oh my gosh, I adore it. All right, my pineapple crown has these little cutout spaces, so we're just gonna lift them up gently. I don't want to make a bunch of creases. I just want to maybe kind of roll them a little bit. You don't want to fold them up. Just lift them gently. And then a little bit of multi-purpose liquid glue on the bottom leaves because I need to shorten my pineapple just a little bit to fit this design. So we're going to glue the crown to the back of the pineapple. So cool. I love this. I bought this die set, the In the Tropics Dies, really for this pineapple. The dimension, it's just such a great die cut. All right, now our Night of Navy ink should be pretty dry. Let's double check that we've got everything the right way and get our designer series paper. This is from the Sweet Symmetry. And we've got a piece that is 3 by 4 1/4. And we want to go low of center. Uh-oh. I smeared a little glue. That's all right. All right. So you got it a little bit low of center. Then our macrame piece. This one is 2 by 4 1/2. So a little longer, a lot more narrow. That one's going to go up over top here. Another piece of that Sweet Symmetry designer series paper. We're going to use the other side this time. This is 1 by 4 inches. We're going to glue that guy on there. We want just a little peek of the Calypso Coral Macrame, and then centered right to left. So good. I think it's safe now to bring in our Friendship is Timeless little multi-purpose liquid glue. And that one's going to be just a bit longer because you remember this is 1/2 inch by 4 1/8. So it's going to hang over our designer series paper just a little bit right to left, but not quite span the whole card. So look for center. Love. Pineapple needs some dimensionals. And then this little dude could have a little bit of dimensional on the back too. I'm going to go with a 1/2 dimensional and right in the center because we're put pearl. So it doesn't matter that that center is sticky. If you're going to put the center back in the flower, dimensional is the perfect way to do that. Let's peel all these and I'll show you what I mean. All right, so our pineapple's sticky and we don't want to cover all of the designer series paper. And we don't want to go off the edge by too much. See, it's going to come really close at the top there. Now our little flower, let's pop that guy on. And you'll see the center is sticky because of the dimensional there. So if you wanted to, go ahead and pop that little center back in or pop it in a different color. This is the perfect way to do it. You could drop your center back in or switch colors. Use your take your pick tool. It makes it even easier. Or you can do like I'm going to do, and we're going to embellish with the little gold pearls. So let's get our other flower. A little multi-purpose liquid glue here would be fantastic. Don't cover your greeting. So cute. I'm using my metallic pearls. There's silver and gold in this pack. You get some of each. I'm going with gold. I think the silver would look really cool too because of the Night of Navy background. But choose what you like or make some of both. This is a really good card to make a few and send. I'm going to put right in the center of my little flower. So now the sticky middle is covered. And then a couple more. Oh, doesn't want to stick to that texture. It wants to stay on the putty. Let's try that again. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then one more, 5. We'll do an odd number of pearls. That's it. Our friendship is timeless. What do you think? I love these timeless tropical stamp set. The fonts and the greetings are fantastic. And the In the Tropics Dies. If you've got any questions about the project, email marissa@kitchentablestamper.com. And to shop Stampin' Up 24/7, you can buzz over to marisaalvarez.stampinup.net. Thanks for watching.